September 1944. A ditch outside Nijmegen. For the paratrooper of the 82nd Airborne, the most vulnerable moment isn't the jump. It isn't the initial firefight. It's this: the 2.3 seconds it takes to eject an empty magazine, find a fresh one in a soaked pouch, and reload. In those seconds, the war stops being about strategy. It becomes a very personal race against a bullet with your name on it. Operation Market Garden. Field Marshal Montgomery's audacious plan to end the war by Christmas had stalled. Paratroopers, dropped behind enemy lines, were supposed to be relieved in days. Instead, they were isolated, outnumbered, and holding positions against German armor and veteran infantry. Their primary weapon? The lightweight M1 Carbine. A fine weapon, but with a critical flaw: its 15-round magazine emptied in a blur in sustained combat. Hundreds of miles from the front, in a Belgian supply depot, a 24-year-old Army clerk named Technical Sergeant David Jitterbug Marshall processed requisition forms. He wasn't a combat engineer. He had no degree, but he had something more valuable: ears that listened to the ragged, exhausted paratroopers cycling through the depot. They all had the same complaint: we run dry too fast, reloading gets you killed. And Marshall did something the Army bureaucracy couldn't. He decided to fix it. With no authorization and using only salvaged scrap metal, mostly from downed aircraft, Marshall set up a clandestine workshop. His goal was simple, heretical, and brilliant. Join two standard 15-round magazines side by side, welded at a specific angle. This double magazine could be flipped once the first was empty, cutting reload time by 75%. He called it the Jitterbug mag. Officially, it didn't exist. Modifying government property was a court-martial offense. But on the front, survival trumped regulations. The first few Jitterbug mags were smuggled to the 82nd Airborne by sympathetic supply truck drivers. The effect was instantaneous. In the brutal house-to-house fighting in Nijmegen, squads equipped with Marshall's invention could maintain a volume of fire that stunned German opponents. Word reached the commanding general of the 82nd, James Gavin. Instead of ordering a court-martial, the legendary jumping general saw genius. His reported order: find that sergeant, get him more metal. I want as many as he can make. By war's end, Marshall and his impromptu team had produced thousands of these life-saving devices. The Jitterbug mag was never officially adopted, but its DNA is in every dual magazine clamp, every quick-switch system used by special forces today. It represents a fundamental truth of warfare. The best solutions often come not from the top down, but from the bottom up, from the soldier in the mud who understands the problem in his bones, and the pragmatic thinker brave enough to break the rules to solve it. David Marshall returned home, his story largely forgotten in the official histories. He was a clerk, not a frontline hero by traditional standards. Yet, with simple tools, relentless empathy, and a disregard for red tape, he gave his brothers in arms the most precious gift on the battlefield: time. In those seconds saved, countless lives were preserved, a testament to the fact that in the crucible of necessity, innovation wears the uniform of a simple soldier.